Hi, welcome back to Roasting Your Letterboxd. I feel like I've roasted this profile before. It's either that I've roasted this profile before or you're exactly like every teenage boy who thinks he's Travis Bickle and you think the world is corrupt and you're the one to set it right. I have news for you. The only way for you to set the world right is for you to start watching better films. I feel like this is the profile of someone who asked ChatGPT what are some cool films for me to include in my profile, but make them good, but not too edgy. In all fairness though, I really do like The Godfather. I watched it about 67 times. You know, the funny thing is that the most intense film in this top 4 is 10 Things I Hate About You. Really think about it, 10 Things I Hate About You and Memento are exactly the same film. They're both about seeking out personal identity and finding very little and disliking what you find. Or this is like the 4-starter Pokemon for cinephiles, except Resurrections. Resurrection is like the wild card. All this art house, Fellini, Lars von Trier is covering up that the film that you really love is Zendaya's Challengers. Don't deny that. Listen, I like Dune, but anyone who has Dune in their top 4 needs to watch more movies. And also, why are you giving The Rivals of Amaziah King 3.5 stars? That was actually one of the worst films I've seen all year. At half point, I couldn't even tell if it was still a film or just a commercial for a honey producing plant. What is this? Is In the Mood for Love becoming the new Interstellar? White Chicks is an alternative title for Hiroshima Mon Amour. Some like it hot is what I say when I'm especially savage in these roasts, and thank you for smoking is what I say to myself when I've done a good job smoking your profile. The Thing is what I say, and I see that you put Tarkovsky next to Mad Max and John Carpenter. Okay, this is the profile of someone who started watching films last weekend. The film that scares me the most in this top 4, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. And looking at your profile and the fact that you have Gabagool in your bio, I'm a generic film bro, which is not the same species, mind you, as film bros or cinephiles. Film bros are men who are attracted to seeing men being broy on screen. And this is the only explanation that I can find for you having The Color of Money and The Long Goodbye next to The Silence, because you somehow must have seen that the monks in The Silence were real bros and that made you happy. I like how your taste is vehicle for civil wars, society's collapse, and Seth Rogen cheering up his best friend who has cancer by smoking weed. The untrained eye might look at this profile and think this is just a generic top 4 of films that are quite popular and people like, and Mississippi Burning. You would be mistaken, because there is thread that unites all these films together, which is that racism plays a very important part in all of their stories. You might think that's not true of The City of God. Let me ask you this: why does God always have a favorite people? Yeah, I am going to stay away from this profile. Oh, look at this mind-blowing film taste. You're so idiosyncratic. You like Reservoir Dogs and Taxi Driver? God damn it, you blow my mind with how special you are. You also like Halloween? God damn it. And I thought I was one of a kind. Look at this bad boy. He likes both La La Land and Eyes Wide Shut. That means he has a soft heart, but wouldn't mind joining a cult. Okay, forget what I said earlier. In the Mood for Love is not the new Interstellar. Interstellar is just the new Taxi Driver. You'll understand what I mean when you understand that personal identity is an illusion. It doesn't mean anything. We are all copies of one another. We are not. The only thing that matters in this life, cinephile maxing as much as possible and forgetting who you are. This is the profile of a totally sane, non-violent person, and I know that because they rated The Bride 2.5 stars.